Okay. Himanshi, it's over to you, please.
Okay, sir. Okay. A very good afternoon to one and all present here, and welcome back to this DHT sponsored online national seminar on digitalization and COVID-19. The first technical session was very successful. Thank you to all the resource persons, delegates, paper presenters for making it so. Now, not taking much time and moving on to the second technical session, the resource person for this second technical session with RT Gord, Department of Business Administration, CDLU, Sirsa, and the chairperson of this technical session is Professor Dr. Mahesh Mehta, Head Department of English. He has more than 30 years of teaching experience. Also, he's a very good organizer of such programs. So I would like to invite Professor Dr. Mahesh Mehta, Head Department of English, to come and invite a resource person for the second technical session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Himanshi, very much for inviting me and giving this opportunity. Uh, Let me welcome all the paper presenters in general and our resource person of this technical session to Dr. Aarti Gaur. Uh, she is a chairperson, Department of Business Administration, and from CDLU Sirsa, and we are very lucky to have her on this occasion. And before I invite paper presenters to present their papers, I would also like to express my gratitude uh, to Director Higher Education Haryana for giving us this opportunity to organize this online seminar in this COVID times. Though we had to postpone this online seminar for different reasons, but now finally we were lucky to have it on this very day. Though exams of CDLU are going on are in the progress, but still, whenever we have any such online program, we can always ask our students, ask our teachers, and who are free from examination duties, and students who have already taken their exams. And this is such a topic, and on which I think all stakeholders would like to listen to the resource persons and to other presenters. And sometimes we don't have much knowledge when we talk about digitalization. And at least this COVID-19 has helped us know more about digitalization and how it has helped us and how it has made things a bit easier also when it comes to education and when it comes to other things, for example. And we'll be listening to our resource person of this technical session too, Dr. Aarti Gaur. And I'll be giving a brief introduction about her, though she doesn't need much introduction. And she keeps coming to our college whenever we ask her, and whenever we organize any such program, she's always there to help us, to cooperate with us. And she has become a family member of this college. To us, she appears to be one of the family members. And let me give some brief introduction before I invite paper presenters from different colleges. As I have said, Dr. Aarti Gaur doesn't need much introduction, but she's one of the renowned personalities in the academic world. And she started her journey of a successful career by first doing her graduation in the subject of home science from MDU Rohtak. And then in the year 2000, she did her Master of Finance and Control, became Master of Finance and Control. And after that, she did her PhD in the year 2006 on a very interesting topic, a study of gold price movements in India in the post-liberalization period. You know, in the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine, we know how Russia has waged war against Ukraine, and how after Russia having waged war, and how the prices of gold have increased, you can say, and how the price, yes, and how though it has affected, this war has affected markets, share market, but we have seen how gold price and silver, yes, they are on the rise, you can say. And let me tell you, Dr. Aarti Gaur did a postgraduate diploma in HRD, Human Resource Development, from IIC CT, Indian Institute of Commerce and Trade, Lucknow, in the year 2013. And I would like to share this with you, with all my viewers who are listening to me. Her professional life began in the year 2002, when she worked as faculty in the IT department in Shri Ellen Hindu College, Rohtak. And then it was the year 2006, she worked as a lecturer in Department of Management Studies, JCD College of Engineering, Sirsa. And after that, she joined as assistant professor in the Department of Business Administration, CDLU, Sirsa. It was in the year 2007. And in the year 2018, she started working as associate professor in the same department. And as we all know, at present, she is acting as chairperson of the Department of Business Administration, CDLU, Sirsa. And I would also like to share this with my viewers, that Dr. Aarti Gaur received gold medals in her graduation as well as post-graduation. And her major research project has been aptly titled Impact of Institutional Credit on the Income and Employment of Farmers in Haryana. And she has played very significant role by participating in many national workshops to date. And she has also acted as a resource person in many national and international seminars and conferences. And we are indeed very lucky to have her on this occasion. And let's say that her wonderful contribution in the academic world will inspire everyone throughout their life's journey. So I welcome you again, ma'am. And let's hope when our viewers, they listen to you, they feel quite energetic and quite motivated. But I would like to first invite our delegates who have sent their papers to us. And we are having 8 such delegates will be reading out their papers. And first, let me see who is there on screen. So let me see if there is anyone visible on screen right now. Let me read out the names who will be presenting their papers. Hina Pahuja from Government College for Women, Hisar. And Surendra Kumar, he's from DN College, Hisar, Department of Geography. We have Priyanka Chaudhary from MMPG College, from the host college. And Dr. Monica, she's from Priya Darshini Indira Gandhi Government College, Jeend. And Kirti Chaudhary, she's from Government College, Bhattu. Rekha from the host college, Department of English. And Vipin Babbar, he's from GCW Hisar. And Vineet Bala, yes, she's from Vash College, Rohtak, Vineet Bala. So right now, no one seems to be available on the screen. But yeah, Hina is there, very much there. So, Hina, I welcome you on this occasion. And let me tell you, she's from Department of Commerce. I've already told you about her college. She's from Government College for Women Hisar. And she'll be presenting her paper on the topic, a comprehensive study of the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on Indian education system. And we all know how this has affected how COVID 19 and in general and lockdown in particular, and the kind of impact it made on Indian education system. So let's now listen to Hina Pahuja, what kind of experiences she has to share with us. So it's over to you, Hina. Yes.
Thank you, sir. How do I share my screen, sir? I would like to share my screen, sir. How could I?
Yeah, you are audible otherwise.
Okay, sir.
She would like to share her screen.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, very much visible. It's
Thank
over
you,
to you
sir.
again.
Okay. A very good afternoon to all the eminent dignitaries and the participant present over here. I am Hina Pahuja, Assistant Professor of Commerce from Government College, Hisar. Before starting my presentation, I would like to express my gratitude towards the organizing committee, convener of this seminar, and especially the principal of College, Fatehbad, for providing me an opportunity to present my paper here. As we all know about the COVID-19 pandemic, which was first identified in Wuhan city on December 2020. Then it started gradually spreading all other parts of the world on 11th March 2020, the WHO declared it as a pandemic. As a result of this, Government of India also enforced lockdown on 25th March 2020. That brought everything to a standstill, including the teaching and the learning process. As we all aware about the devastating impact of COVID-19, but the education sector suffered the most from this. Not only teaching, but the other educational activities such as examination, entrance tests that are being held this time are also suffered. But one of the basic reason to talk about my paper is to study the impact of COVID-19 on education system, and I will also highlight the steps taken by government initially to cope up this situation. I will also discuss about the challenges faced by the society for and the government for implementing the digital learning in the society. And the methodology is used by me, all data collected by me is secondary data, which is collected from various national and international journals that is related to the impact of COVID-19 on education system. And I also referred some authentic website. So let's start with the topic, that is the impact of COVID-19 on Indian education sector. As a response of lockdown, all the education institutions had been shut down from pre-primary to tertiary school. In India, more than 250 million students are school going, which is the second largest after China. These all students have to be sit at their home, so because colleges or schools have been shut down. And then Indian has also the largest network of higher education institutions. The Indian education system also depicts a very high degree of diversification with over 59 schools and 50,000 higher education. All these have been shut down because of lockdown. As in April 2020, the Ministry of HRD, which is now we call the Ministry of Education, presented an alternative academic calendars to continue the formal education through online mode. But we have faced some challenges in implementing of digital learning in India. First one is resistance to change. As we all know, whenever some new changes occurred, we all oppose it without knowing its benefits and positive effects. Same was happened with the online teaching process. One of the biggest reason why online teaching process failed was
I think there seems some technical glitch. Let me,
okay, sir.
yeah, now you're audible, please. Yes, continue, Hina.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Uh, Second barrier is technology. In India, the digital infrastructure is very less because of less of computer knowledge. Also, the infrastructure like internet, computer, laptops, we all lag behind these. This situation is different in area to area. As a report in 2019, only 32% of the rural population, which is 12 plus years, have internet facilities, and in urban area just only 54%. This data is taken from Nielsen and Internet Mobile Association survey that is conducted in 2019. And if we will discuss about the household sectors, that is 11% of Indian household sectors have only computer, desktop, laptop, and tablet. We are excluding smartphone from it. This diagram shows the difference between the students from rich sector and the poor sector households. As we discussed, that smartphone is lagged behind all these smartphones, phone, internet facilities, television, computer, tablet, all are lagged behind the poor sector. So the problem is teaching online for poor sector is more. And the third one is evaluate effectiveness. The main issue in digital learning tool is to measure the effectiveness of the course, because teachers are teaching but don't know how the students are learning or not. They can't take unit test, examination, oral testing that they take earlier. But in online mode of teaching, it creates a challenge to evaluate the effectiveness of the students, because students are not physical present in the institution. But this can be removed by different platforms generated by government and private sectors. So I am discussing about the initiative taken by government to continue education. The Ministry of HRD has launched different digital learning initiative and platforms to promote learning through digital platforms. One of them is Diksha, that is available in 17 May 2020, or it was known as One Nation and One Digital Platform for all the schools education in India, or it is provided to all states for the classes 1 to 12 with the mobile application and the web portal. It consists courses for teacher also, quizzes, case studies, and their solution through analyzed textbooks that is available in QR code. Along with this, e-Pathshala is also available. That is a collection of around 1886 audio, 2000 videos, 696 e-books, and over 500 flip books are also available in different languages for class 1st to and 12th students. And the next initiative taken by the government is PM E-Vidya program that has been scheduled to be launched immediately as a part of central government initiatives to promote online classes for class 1 to 12 on TV channel, because there is a lack of technology in rural areas. So it is a TV that is almost available in India's all rural state also. And the third one is ad tech companies, that is private companies, also give a step rise to the online education, such as Byju's and Unacademy. Byju's registered 6 million new students, and they are accessing free lesson on its platform. Unacademy, on the other hand, recorded 1.4 billion watch minutes, will topper witnessed 100% growth in free user engagement in this month. And other than this, social media platforms are also available for the teachers and the students to continue their learning, like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Skype, WhatsApp, email, etc. The teachers are used this to provide their lectures and information to the students. Some audio and video recorded lectures are also provided with these tools. Other than this, some state-wise programs are also initiated to continue the education of the students, such as Gujarat for Covid-19 vaccine. on distributing QR coded textbooks to the students. Bihar worksheet along with midday meals. Kerala also focused on textbook distribution and WhatsApp groups. Odisha has turned to radio as online classes, which helps to reach to the students which are from poor family and having no mobile connectivity to that area. And the conclusion of my paper is that e-learning is an innovative approach, but it is holistic way of teaching and learning that meets the need of today's digital natives. It helps in creating learning between the students, and it has very positive effect. Like we can reach to the we can take worldwide exposure, and also it is very interactive with the students by creating fun and interesting videos and games with this. And so in India sector, as a report of Spare rating financial 2019 was taken, that the Indian education sector was established as 101 billion US, and which can be increased, or which can be expected to be increased, that is 38%. So the future is of digital learning, and so government have to take more steps to implement this digital learning in education sector. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hina, for presenting a very beautiful paper. And the way you used statistics in elaborating, and the kind of uh, impact this has made on our Indian education system. And I would like to say there is a saying ki necessity is the mother of invention. And how COVID-19 helped us become tech savvy or computer savvy, or learn so many new things, and in general. And when it comes to teaching students, and I think it becomes very mandatory for a teacher to learn all the tools available. I would like to share, though we can afford to say that no technology can replace a teacher in classroom. No technology can replace teacher, but a teacher who doesn't know technology or who is not tech savvy, he will definitely be removed by a teacher who is tech savvy enough. So it is high time we learned all such methods available. And as you talked about digital platforms available, you talked about Diksha, e-Pathshala, PM, e-Vidya program, and how social media platforms are there to help us, and how e-learning has become very mandatory, and how it is an innovative approach. And now when we have entered 21st century, you cannot think of life without technology. And this has made us dependent, so much dependent on modern gadgets. And I think it is always better to change ourselves, and as the saying goes, change is the law of nature. And no doubt uh, you can relate your experiences, you can tell your students about the traditional methods, but you should be able to provide them uh, how it has become compulsion or necessity, you can say, for everyone. So thank you very much once again. And now let me see, do we have Surender Kumar? Can Surender Kumar from DN College Hisar? Yes? No, he's not there. Surender Kumar, Department of Geography, DN College Hisar. If he's audible, I would like you to join, or means make yourself visible if possible, so that we can see you. And we have Priyanka Chaudhary also. Yes, Priyanka Chaudhary. Okay, yeah, Priyanka is
Yes, sir.
sharing the screen. So we welcome my colleague from Department of Computer Science, Priyanka Chaudhary, and she'll be presenting her paper on the topic digitalization of education. Yes, Priyanka, it's over to you.
Thank you, sir. A very good afternoon to all. I, Priyanka Chaudhary, Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science at MMPG College, Fatehbad. My topic for today's webinar is digitalization in education. I have prepared some slides, so allow me a minute to share my slides. Yes, sir. My screen is visible.
Yeah, now it's visible. Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now my topic is digitalization in education. As already delegates have told and represented their views on the topic of digitalization, how digitalization has changed the world today, also education system. Now today I would like to focus on the key points, how digitalization work in the education era, how the education system has been transformed. In India, the traditional approach for learning teaching experience was the Gurukul system. Here, Guru was teaching their Shishya under the shade of the tree, and Shishya learned the education in the control and guidance of the Guru. When the era of classroom came, the new tools were technologized. Here, chalks, boards, blackboards were used. In 1991, the emergence of information technology. These tools are replaced by the digital tools. Here, the blackboards are replaced by the smart boards, projectors, computers, digitizers. Here, chalks are replaced by the PowerPoint presentations. Here, audio video new tools have emerged. Here, contents are replaced by the e-contents and books are replaced by the e-books. This is the real definition of the digitization in the education. Now we are very blessed that we have a lot of educational apps from where we can enhance our knowledge. Here, the top educational apps in India are classified into four main categories. Educational apps for the competitive exams, educational apps for the government advanced competitive exams, educational apps for the analytic coding systems, and the educational apps for the language learning and other skills. Now, the educational apps for the competitive exams like Byju's, Vedantu, Khan Academy, Vidyakul, Doubtnut, and My CBSE Guide. These are the very familiar and popular sites from where we can get a lot of knowledge and enhance our knowledge. For the competitive exams, we have a Unacademy, Grade Up, ADA 247. So many apps are available here. For the coding system, there is a Coding Ninjas, Solo Learn, and for the language learning system, we have a Duolingo app. Now, MHRD, Ministry of Higher Resource Development. They have taken a lot of initiatives to provide the education system more better. They have provided a lot of initiatives. These are e-Pathshala, Shodh Ganga, Swayam Prabha, National Digital Library of India, Swayam, MOOC, Vidwan. As e-Pathshala, ePathshala is a platform offers educational resources including NCERT books for class 1 to 12, audio visual resources, teaching training module, a variety of print and non-print materials that we can also download for the offline modes. Now, Shodh Ganga. It is a platform for research students to deposit their PhD thesis and make it available to the entire community in the open system. Swayam Prabha. It is a group of 22 DTH channels, direct to home channels, devoted to telecasting of high quality educational programs on 24 by 7 basis using a satellite. National Digital Library. It is a metadata or a data about data. It is a repository of information from where we can get all the text either from national or international digital libraries. It is a repository of textbooks, articles, audio, video, lectures, audiobooks, simulation, and other kind of learning media. Swayam. It is a MOOC platform from that covering all the advanced learning platforms. Vidwan. It is a specially designed platform for the research students, experts, educational institute. It is a premier database of profiles of researchers and scientists. Now, because of the time limit, I want to sum up my words.
Can
Science.
we
A child without education is looks like a bird without wings, so let's fly with the wings of digital tools. At last, but not least, I would like to thank to all the organizing members, Principal Sir and Dr. Vikesh Sethi Sir to give me an opportunity to present my views in front of all. Thank you.
Thank you, Priyanka, for your presenting beautiful paper. And the one thing which is very interesting that we are all looking uh, to the positive sides which digitalization has given, you can say, how it has affected, how it has impacted our education system. And you talked about education apps which are available for language learning and other skills. And let me say that there is no dearth of material, and nowadays the sky is the limit. And we all know knowledge is power. And those to have been born in 21st century are lucky that there is a lot of material available. And the important thing is to have time, and otherwise, and the important thing is to have interest also. So thank you once again. And
Thank
now,
you, sir.
okay. Now, let me invite next uh, paper presenter. Uh, do we have Surendra Kumar? No, I can't locate him. And Dr. Monica is not available. Uh, Kirti Chaudhary right now is again not there. I can't locate her. And uh, let me invite the remaining ones. We have Rekha, Vipin Babbar, Vineet Bala. So let me wait for a few more seconds because we don't have much time. And because our resource person, Dr. Aarti Gaur, I was told, has to attend a meeting also. And yeah, Vipin Babbar is there. Vipin Babbar is there.
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes, sir.
Vipin,
Good afternoon,
you
sir.
ready with your paper? Vipin, can you hear me? Vipin, yes, you are visible on the screen, but you're not audible. Maybe because of some technical glitch which is there on your from your side.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, very good afternoon. So I invite you to present your paper. Vipin Babbar, who is from Government College for Women Hisar, and he's from Department of Computer Science, and he'll be presenting his paper on the topic use of ICT tools in four quadrant based higher education during COVID-19. Yes, it's over to you, Vipin.
Good afternoon, everybody. Myself, Vipin Babbar from Government College for Women, Hisar. Today, my topic of research paper is use of ICT tools in four quadrant-based higher education during COVID-19 pandemic. As we know, last year COVID pandemic has affected everyone's life, especially it affected education sector badly. During lockdown, most of the institutions all over the world were closed and teaching learning activities moved to online mode. Higher education system is essential for national, social and economic development of the country. Approximately about 350 million students were restricted to go to school and colleges due to lockdown in India. Despite of all these challenges, the higher education institution has taken this challenge as an opportunity and adopted ISD tools or methodologies on a large scale to achieve their goals in teaching and learning process. This study gives a brief view of the need of ISD tools in four quadrant-based higher education system to empower our teachers as well as our students. There is a need of four quadrant-based education system which empowers youth for self-sustainability by inculcating employment skills and hence reducing poverty and literacy. India's higher education system is the third largest in the world. The higher education system in India has grown a remarkable way, particularly in the post-independence period, to become one of the largest systems of its kind in the world. However, the system has many issues of concern at present, like quality of education, ICT facilities, relevant faculty development programs, by laying emphasis on health, values, ethics, and quality of higher education, together with the assessment of institutions and their accreditation. These issues are important for the country as it is now engaged in the use of ICT in higher education as a powerful tool to build a knowledge-based information society of 21st century. In this study, myself with my colleague Mr. Amit Bansal, we point out some ICT tools which were widely used during COVID-19 pandemic in our country. Basically, we have described four quadrant based uh, higher education system. The first one is program design and syllabi development, like online studies, MOOCs, SWAYAM, as last participant has mentioned in their research paper. Blended teaching and learning, like flipped learning and flipped classroom. Flipped learning, which is the current hot topic today. Assessment. Basically, there are two types of assessments: formative assessment and summative assessment, both online and offline both. And number fourth quadrant is periodic program review according to society, industry, and market requirement. So basically, these are four quadrants on which our syllabus should be designed accordingly, and teachers should be moved according to these four quadrants base so that we can achieve our goals well. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Vipin, for taking care of time also, and how digitalization has helped us, uh, our education system in various ways, and how we need to help our students also so that they also become computer savvy, they also create interest. And so thank you very much once again. So next we have Surender Kumar. I'm not able to locate him. And Dr. Monica, yeah, she's not there. And Kirti will have to wait. If we can have the remaining ones, the remaining delegates who have to present their papers. Let me repeat the names: Surender Kumar, Dr. Monica, Kirti Chaudhary, Rekha, Vineet Bala. No. Then let me ask our resource person, uh, can we request our resource person, Dr. Aarti Gaur, to present her whatever she would like to share with us? Yes. Let me, yes. Oh, I'm happy to see Dr. Aarti Gaur. It's over to you, ma'am. And after we have listened to you, then we'll try to see if delegates who have yet to present their papers, they are available or not. So it's over to you, please. Yes,
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mahesh Mehtaji.
it's my
Res-
pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Respected and prestigious, you can say, convener and principal of College, Professor Gurcharan sir, and the members of this organizing committee of this seminar. It is really an honor for me that college has invited me for chairing this session as a resource person, and for the valedictory session also to be part of this online national seminar on digitalization and COVID-19. During, I have listened 4 to 5 presentations during these sessions. All the participants, I want to congratulate all the participants that they have presented well their presentations, and they have covered and focused on impact of COVID-19, what is digital education is, what digital technology is, how we are moving in this, how we have moved from this COVID crisis, and saved our students or researchers from by the means of this digital education or digitalization of education. Basically, there's a thin line of difference in the digitization and digitalization. So, digitization of education that helps in combating and, or you can say that has enhanced the learning management system of the scholars, of the researchers, of educationists. And this digitalization, as we all know, it's a process of making the existing data and processes digital. Digitalization embraces the ability of the digital technology to capture and assess data to make the better, you can say, business decisions and enable new business models. No doubt, College is continuously providing the students a platform for developing themselves and their personality by way of these conducting such type of programs, seminars, conferences. No doubt, it helped the students, the researchers, in making themselves more, you can say, systematized and more, their personality is more developed and their personality learning system gets better enhanced. As you all know that digital, when we are talking about digital education or digitalization, we are almost including all the aspects related to teaching learning system, online classes, digital transformations that come across in the education area. And this COVID-19 crisis had made all of us learn how we can combat or how we can combat this stigma from this that education should not be line should not be interrupted by various following the various means of digitalization. We have moved forward or moved towards the online exams, online classes, online admission process. We focused on web-based sharing system. Students have learned about the digital material, how PPTs can be framed. Earlier, the students were addicted to the, you can say, the old traditional class system, but now you when you meet students, when you talk about when you talk with the students, you'll realize that students had made us so that much advanced that they are very become very well versed in making PPTs or PDFs, or they have framed groups on the social networking sites also. People are going for digital publications. So no doubt COVID crisis was there, but you and we all have adapt ourselves how we can fight over it. So we can say that I also want to congratulate all the participants who have joined this seminar on this very hot burning topic, that is digitalization, how COVID-19 is being related to it, and how the researchers they have moved forward towards this. So again, I want to congratulate all the participants. I also want to thank Mahesh Mehta ji, who has been the chairperson of this technical session too. And I also want to thank the conveners of the programs, our principal sir, Professor Gurcharan Das sir, who almost in each and every program invites me. And being VC nominee of this college, I really feel honored that I have been made the part of each and every activity and program that will be conducted by the college. I once again congratulate you all for this program, and I also want to thank all of you that you always invites me for any program being conducted in College. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for sparing your precious time. And whenever you are there with us, we also feel motivated, spirited, and enlightened. And though, as I told, have already had to say this to my viewers that you have meeting also, you have to attend meeting also. And so I would like to share one quote by Jenny Arledge. Technology can become the wings that will allow the educational world to fly farther and faster than ever before if we will allow it. and how the recently announced National Education Policy 2020, and it is also ed friendly, and let's hope that it has a positive influence on the country's ed ecosystem when it is fully implemented across the country. And this NEP 2020 is based on the key pillars of access, equity, equality, affordability, and accountability. And as we all know, there is no dearth of now technology, and we have easy access to technology, and we have new age platforms powered by cutting edge technology, and how digitization in education is fueling growth in India's edtech ecosystem. So now I think the ball is now, it has been shifted to all who are in this education system, that we have to gear ourselves, and so that our students and who go to schools and colleges and to universities, they feel comfortable, they feel at home, and because digitization now is the integration of digital technologies into everyday life by the digitization of everything that can be digitized. So how you see, we are in such an era, or in times you can say, when unprecedented ideas are unfolding in our education industry and creating the advancement that can't be matched by lagging behind in terms of technology. So we'll have to now
Shift.
avoid means all sorts of excuses. Now I think it is high time we got prepared, became prepared, so that we can do justice, and we can explore new ideas, we can help our students and help society also, that they accept all such challenges which are there. So thank you very much once again, man. And no, yes, one delegate, I've been told, is there. So can we have Dr. Monica? Dr. Monica, are you listening to me, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Monica,
I'm listening.
so she's there with us. So we'd like to accommodate all our delegates, means who are available, who are there with us. So Dr. Monica, it is over to you. She's from uh, Priyadarshini IG Indira Gandhi Government College, Jean. She's from Department of Computer Science, and her topic is digitization of education, boon or bear. So let's see what she has to say about this. Okay, thank you. It's over to you, Dr. Monica.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to thanks to give me this opportunity to present my topic, that is digitization of education, boon or bear. First of all, what is education? Education is basically the backbone of society. If society having a good education system, that it will grow economically, culturally, and in other area. During COVID-19 pandemic, it enforces to change the education system. The digitization of the education replaces the traditional teaching system to maintain the education system. It have many advantages and disadvantages. First of all, what is digitization? Digitization is basically the process of conversion of analog data to digital form. For example, if you have some kind of the document, and if you're using some scanner to make it in digital form, that is a part of digitization. In an education, we have the traditional education structure have seven basic categories. The first one is admission, class, study material, examination, assessment, practical, and result. The entirely to integrate the traditional education system with the digital to digitize the entire traditional education system is not possible. We have to transform the education process depending on the capability of our digital generation. So basically, in digitization of the education, the admission process, learning, teaching methods, study material, examination, discussion, and the result are basically digitized in some form. We have very kind of various digital education learning system, but in this paper, I'm just presenting blending learning, mobile learning, and electronic learning. Blending learning is a style of education in which students learn via electronic and online media, as well as traditional face-to-face teaching. Whereas in mobile learning, it is basically a new way to assess learning content using mobile devices. If a student have a modern mobile devices connected to internet, then he can learn wherever and whenever he wants to learn. E-learning is also known as electronic learning. That is an equation of knowledge which take place between electronic technology and media. Electronically, e-learning is basically defined learning that is enabled electronically. To digitalization of education, there are some tools that are used to create digitalization of the education. The first one is online communication tools. The communication between a teacher and the students is it has a basic part of the education. So they are it basically these communication tools for communication, for example, Zoom, MS Teams, Skype, Google Meet, they enable communication with a larger group with video conferencing, instant messages, audio call, virtual room, etc. In social media platform, Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, it is giving a great platform for teachers, students, and parents to stay connected. Channels like Facebook. Okay, it allow the creation of exclusive community or group teacher that can leverage to create the presence after online class hours. Okay, they can share or store information, important information, presentation, and resources that is related to lessons. The question and answer session can also be conducted on these kind of the social media channel. Document, because in a teacher, when you are a teacher, you have to maintain various kind of the document to you have to organize and manage all kind of the document uh, for example, there are some tools that is G Suite, MS Office, OneDrive, Dropbox, and Evernote that simplify the process of maintaining the document on your own. You can store all kind of the document or files in your cloud spaces, or organizes these files in this document into folder or subfolder. You can also share these files with a group of the person via G Suite apps. Okay, online video tools. During when you are a student or a teacher, you need to create some creative video. So YouTube and Loom are also great online video tools that are using to create and sharing videos with students. Or student can also create some videos to enhance their knowledge. Okay, you can use these tools to record your online lectures. Student can rewatch these videos if they are absent during the class or during examination revision. When sometimes we are teaching the same subject in different classes, in this scenario, the pre-recorded lessons can be used to avoid repetitive teaching. Whiteboards. These online whiteboards, this emulate the classroom whiteboard and blackboard experience with the student. Most of these tools provided some kind of the diagram, charts, graphs, or some other visualization process. There are some digital platforms, for example, Google Classroom, Udemy, edX, Coursera, and PTEL. Basically, they are providing the Google Classroom uses well-known G Suite tools so that it gives you Google document, calculation sheets, online presentation tools, and video calls tools, and some messages, for example, Google Hangout. The basic facility is obvious. The basic facility, it is available for free and high accessibility rates. Google Classroom is basically a straightforward choices during COVID-19 pandemic for school and university course, because there is no need to for high-end supplementary options and tools. Udemy, edX, and Coursera, they are an well-known educational platform. They are providing a peer-review courses taught by instructors from around the world. These standard tools for course creator, for example, videos, calculation sheets, document, presentation. Udemy, EDX, it provided the top class resources and educator, but it basically limited to very specialized field. NPTEL, it is a project from MHRD, India, that initiated by 7 IIT along with IISc Bangalore in 2003. The basic goal for NPTEL was to provide quality education to anyone who is interested to learning from IIT. There are some other classroom tools that are very helpful to the teachers in education. The first one is Edmodo. It is assimilated into the social network. The teacher can create online collaborative groups, administrative, and provide educational material that can measure student performance and communicate with the parents, among other functions. Socrative, it used to create exercises or educational group games which student can solve using mobile devices. Okay, they can also use smartphone, laptop, and tablets, but it can be modified accordingly to the activity. The project active. It is used to create multimedia presentation with dynamic slides. For example, interactive maps, links, online quizzes, Twitter timelines, or video. And you can embed these kind of the and other options. ThinkLink, it educator can use to create interactive image with music, sound, text, and photograph. There are some other things that is, for example, the main I want to tell the class dozo. The class dozo, it is a tool that is used to improve student behavior. Teachers provided their student with instant feedback. For example, in a class, if a student tells a better question, if a student answer for some question, you are giving a teacher give them feedback immediately. That is a good luck. तो वेल डन या +1 आप उससे इंसेंटिव देते हो या स्टार देते हो. So class tutor is provide a real time notification to the student like well done or for the working collaboratory. EduClipper, it is used by students and teachers to share or explore references and education material. It is offer provide it is a it offer a possibility to manage more effectively the academic content that is found online, improve research technique, and have a digital record what student has achieved during this course. Storybird, it is used to promote. It is used for teacher to create, promote writing and reading skills in student by using storytelling. Animoto, it provide and it allow you to create high quality videos in a short time and from any mobile. You can use from any mobile devices, and it also improve academic lesson. Kahoot, it is an educational platform that is based on games and questions. Through this tool, the teacher can create questionnaire, discussion, or survey that complement the academic lessons. Okay. Going to digitalization. First of all, the first one is increased productivity. It basically gives a student personalized learning approaches. Whenever a student want to learn, trying to fit, the student does not have to fit with the environment. They can learn in their own way that fit on their own learning approaches best. It helps them to approach and retain critical information. Personalization empower them to move forward in their education. It is also encourage a learner to earn the degree and qualify for the education that suits them well but might have felt out of reach before. The second one is easy to access and always accessible. If you are creating a document and it is in your cloud spaces, you can easily log in and sign in your cloud space, and you can read it very easy. It is accessible to you. There are also the virtual reality. It is also provided a student with enhanced experience with the material, and that is also learned before they can actually move to real time world. The third one is enhanced security. Enhanced security because a scanned document, it has a trackable document. If you want to track and scan document, you can also certain user can access the document, and the workflow can be set up along with the permission group for the individual, which also enhance the security and maintain the confidentiality of the document. The next one is enhanced information preservation. Information stored in paper format, it is a degradable information, and degradable degrades further every time it is handled manually. But document that is amazing, if an PDF document, that is a that will be available as it is if you are assessing the same document after 10 years. Disaster recovery. There is always a risk of disaster, which is natural or man-made. So document imaging offers you to have a safe repository of your data that can be shared on cloud or your local document management system. Safe spaces. It is also safe spaces because the paper store, it is eliminating the paper storage that can give you more space for reduction, more space for your office or your classroom or your for your student. Next is stay competitive. Digitalization has been obviously a new age document management. The document digitalization effort have repeat business and reduce cost and workflow and satisfy customer. So, if when private bodies, they can increase, they want their student to up to date so that they can have the competitive environment in the industry. Next is environment friendly, because the document imaging, the overall document process is digitalization, so it is also improving the eco-friendly quotient to your society. Last one is barrier to adapt. Sorry, next barrier to adapt. That is the first problem is data privacy. Students are using different type of the devices without having any experience with the digital security. They don't know about the digital security, and they are not aware with these security essential tips. So whenever they are using any devices, any that is connected with the internet, then they are vulnerable to the attack by the hacker. So this is basically the data privacy is the biggest issue in the digitalization of the education. The next one is digital divide. Digital divide because it was not after COVID-19 pandemic, it came to know that a specific gender, that is a female, they don't have the access to the digital devices because the parents also prefer to give the mobile devices to the to their male child or son rather than female students, and they are also facing some problem, that is the parents are also asking them to do house chore as compared to study. So this is the biggest issue, that is the digital devices. It is an large topic, but I'm just giving in digital devices. Next is internet dependency. In traditionally teaching education system, the student solve the mathematical. For example, if you have a big mathematical problem and formula, so in the previous traditional system, when we don't have this kind of access of the internet, then the student was solving that problem with the help of her friend or her classmate or her teacher. But right now they are just searching that problem in the internet and they get the solution. So they don't have a in-depth knowledge of the subject. There are some also spell checker that prevent them to learn the correct spelling as rather than the infinite spelling paper mistakes in a paper. So these are the students are almost relying on the internet as compared to learning those facts. Next is expensive. It is not secret that the newest technology is very expensive. In order for a school to use technology like this way, they have to pay for it. And that is very difficult for public school because they have a very minimum cost, they have a budget. So this is very difficult for parents because the student become accustomed to some technology. Next is technology limitation. Not any technology, because this technology is a human made. So this human are not error free. Similarly, the technology is also not error free. There are a lot of problems. For example, server error, connectivity problem, which takes odds of time to troubleshooting. That is also hindering the learning process, which can sometimes be a matter of frustration for learner as well as educator. Proper training. With the advancement of the mechanization, teachers are not equally trained with its proper implementation. Thus, learners are just using technology instead of gaining knowledge from it. Using applied science to achieve education in a proper way is a good thing, but to transform it into an active set of skill, that is a matter of time. Next is loss of communication skills. There is some argument that because of all the new technology, there is a loss of communication skills and ability for the people to interact with each other. Since a fairly large amount of new technology, it is an independent use that is a valid reason of the loss of interpersonal and cooperation skills that students usually develop within a classroom setting. Authenticity and correctness of information. With the speeding development of the technology, the website owner they want to rank their website higher in search engines. So they just copying some content and paste it from other sources without the checking of the authenticity. And learners are misguiding right now by the wrong information that is available on the website, and they don't know how to verify or how to check authenticity of that information. So these things they are becoming a serious obstacle in the teaching learning problem. Now the conclusion is we have to provide the students that has a multiple mean of the representation. For example, digital books, specialized software of website. For example, text to speech, the features, changeable color contrast, alterable text sizes. Now, these are the primary language. The second one is provide a multiple mean of expression so that the student can demonstrate their knowledge into in the society. Okay, they can map their concept or they can write what they are thinking in some space. The next is provide multiple means of engagement to stimulate interest in and motivation for learning. Okay, thank you, sir. That's it for my presentation.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Monica, for presenting a very beautiful paper on the topic digitization of education. And the way you told about the boons and barriers to adapt. But one thing I think we must uh, agree to how COVID-19 has accelerated digital transformation. And no doubt, pros and cons are always there, but it is always better to look up to the positive sides which are there, and we should try to accept, and we should not go for any comparisons anyhow. So thank you once again very much. So we have one more participant left, Rekha, from the host from Department of English, College. Rekha, can you hear me?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yeah, sure. So, I want you to start with your topic, and let me tell about your topic. It is again digitalization and COVID-19. So, I think most of the participants they have presented they have prepared their means paper on this very topic only. So, it's over to you, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Make sure, please,
Prostate,
don't
sorry,
take
sorry.
more than 7 minutes. Okay. So,
Okay, sir.
okay, yes.
Prostate to everyone. My name is Rekha, and I am the assistant professor of English in MMPG College, Fatehabad. I would like to thank to principal sir, our HOD sir, and the organization committee for giving me this opportunity to present my paper in front of you all. And congratulations to all the participants who have presented their papers in a well manner. As our HOD sir told, my paper is Digitalization and COVID-19. This paper examines how COVID-19 pandemic is driving the digitalization of business around the globe. It is a great accelerator in fast tracking the existing global trends. Thus, COVID-19 has become a kind of catalyst for the adoption and increasing use of digitalization in work organizations and the offices. In recent time, it has become clear that COVID-19 pandemic has not only basically changed the procedure of many organizations, but has also become the reason of many failure of businesses all over the world. Due to this lockdown, quarantine, shutting down of borders, and social distancing norms, many organizations have to alter their business models instantaneously. Moreover, it emphasizes the broad digital divide between the rich and the poor, between the countryside and the city area, and between developed and developing economies. The outcomes of COVID-19 are the quickened trend toward digitalization of business models linked with the shift of commercial activities. Nevertheless, with the has come the question as to whether this will benefit many organizations or just a few. In other words, whether traditional firms will be able to become successful again after facing the problem through the inculcating greater digitalization into their business models, or whether this will simply increase the role of existing internet-enabled platform oligopolies. As digitalization plays important role in COVID-19. Digitalization has a proven impact on reducing unemployment, improving quality of life, and boosting citizens' access to public services. It enables businesses to modernize legacy process, accelerate efficient workflows, and increase profitability. Digitalization also affects on small businesses. IDC defines small businesses digital transformation as the digitalization of business, a customer-centric business strategy with the goal to transform internal operations using digital technologies such as cloud mobility, social internet of things, etc. Digitalization also affects on people's lives and especially countryside people. It enables countryside people to make online payments who even didn't know how to operate the mobile. And we, we affirm that COVID-19 is the great accelerator in fast facing the current global trend toward accepting modern technologies. Therefore, COVID-19 may well have been used as a catalyst in proceeding the adoption and the rapid use of various technologies such as video telephony, 5G digital networks, Internet of Things, cloud computing, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you once again.
So thank you very much, Rekha. As you paid heed to my request, you took the required time, which I asked you to wind up your paper within 5 minutes. So thank you very much. And now it is high time we moved on to a valedictory session. And because, as the saying goes, all good things come to an end. And now, before I ask our principal sir to present his welcome address, I welcome our principal, Dr. Gurcharan Das, and I request him to share his views on this topic or whatever he has to say on this occasion. So it's over to you, sir. I welcome you.
धन्यवाद सर. मैं सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स का विशेष तौर पर आज के इस टेक्निकल सेशन के आयोजकों का प्रोफेसर आरती गौड़, प्रोफेसर विष्णु भगवान और प्रोफेसर महेश मेहता जी का आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि इन्होंने इस टेक्निकल सेशन को चेयर किया, एक बात निश्चित रूप से आज के इस सेमिनार में उभर के आई कि डिजिटलाइजेशन ने कोरोना महामारी के प्रारूप को, स्वरूप को मिनिमाइज करने का काम किया। हम इस महामारी के दौरान कुछ सीखे भी हैं। हम इतने अवेयर नहीं थे इस डिजिटलाइजेशन के प्रोसेस से, परंतु ये निश्चित तौर पर कहना सत्य होगा कि अगर कोरोना महामारी के दौरान ये डिजिटलाइजेशन की वेव ना आती तो इस कोरोना महामारी के गंभीर परिणाम हमें देखने को मिलने थे। आज सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने ये संदेश भी दिया कि ये कोरोना महामारी अभी तक भी खत्म नहीं हुई है। हमें सावधानियां बरतनी होगी और डिजिटलाइजेशन को और स्ट्रॉन्ग करना होगा कि वो प्रत्येक नागरिक के पास, प्रत्येक विद्यार्थी के पास उच्च शिक्षा के वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जरूर उपलब्ध होना चाहिए। महाविद्यालय की बात करें, चाहे कॉलेज की बात करें, तो वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की कहीं कमी पाई गई इस कोविड के दौरान, उसके बारे में हमें अपडेट होना होगा। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ एक बार फिर मैं प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर आरती गौड़ जी का, प्रोफेसर विष्णु भगवान जी का, प्रोफेसर महेश मेहता जी का, प्रोफेसर प्रतिभा मुखीजा जी का इस आयोजन के लिए आभार व्यक्त करता हूं और कामना करता हूं कि मनोहर मेमोरियल कॉलेज आगामी दिनों में भी इस तरह की गतिविधियों का आयोजन करता रहेगा और ऑर्गेनाइजिंग सेक्रेटरीज डॉक्टर विकेश सेठी, डॉक्टर विजय गोयल, मैडम हिमांशी और जो हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स प्रोफेसर रेखा रानी ने भी पेपर प्रेजेंट किया, तो मैं इन सभी का इसी उम्मीद के साथ कि एक्टिविटी हम और आगे ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे और डायरेक्टोरेट हायर एजुकेशन पंचकुला का भी तहे दिल से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। मैडम भव्या मुखी भी स्क्रीन पे हैं, इन्होंने भी पेपर प्रेजेंट किया। तो मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि मनोहर मेमोरियल कॉलेज आगे से इन गतिविधियों में और बढ़ चढ़कर भाग लेगा। ये मनोहर मेमोरियल कॉलेज के लिए भी गर्व की बात है और डायरेक्टोरेट हायर एजुकेशन पंचकुला के लिए भी गर्व की बात है और चौधरी देवीलाल विश्वविद्यालय के लिए भी गर्व की बात है। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ मुझे आज बहुत खुशी अनुभव हो रही है कि हमारे महाविद्यालय ने ये चौथा डायरेक्टोरेट हायर एजुकेशन पंचकुला द्वारा ऑनलाइन स्पॉन्सर्ड कार्यक्रम करवाने में सफल हुए। सभी के योगदान के लिए मैं आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for sharing your views on this occasion. Now we are about to come to an end, and because I have already told you, our resource person, Dr. Aarti Gord, she had to attend a meeting. That is why she's not available right now with us. But we are lucky to have few delegates, and I would like to have feedback from them if they would like to share, would like to say something, or would like to share their views on this occasion, please. Yes, would like to hear. My colleague Dr. Bhavya is there, Himanshi is there, Dr. Rima Singh is there, and there are others also. If you have anything to say, yes. Any feedback, please, from your side? We are waiting to listen from you. At least, let me say, we were lucky to have 4, as Sir has already said, we were lucky to have 4 online seminars, and we are thankful to Directorate Higher Education Haryana for giving us this opportunity to organize all these seminars, online seminars. So can we have any feedback? Any feedback?
Sir, I would like to say.
Yeah, sure. You are welcome. We have Dr. Aarti Singh, and I invite Dr. Aarti. She also read her paper in the first technical session. Yes. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much, organizing committee members, for providing us all this wonderful opportunity to attend today's webinar. and present our papers and to hear so many other papers. And this way our knowledge has got enriched on this very appropriate topic, that is digitalization in COVID-19 scenario. It was indeed a wonderful seminar which was organized by you all today, and it was so meticulously, so well planned and well organized that I would like to congratulate all of you. And it was indeed a wonderful experience presenting paper and attending today's seminar. Congratulations to all of you. And thank you so much for providing this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Arthi, for sharing your views and making us and giving us some more strength that we keep on organizing such seminars in future also. Yes. Can we hear something more from other delegates who are there on the screen? Yes. Okay. Sometimes, yes. Otherwise, yeah, my colleague Dr. Vijay Goyal presented his paper in the morning session. But before I invite him for his vote of thanks, so if you would like to say something about this, or it is now over to him, whether he would like to say something or he would like to propose vote of thanks. Yes, it's over to you, Dr. Vijay Goyal.
थैंक यू सर.
Coordinator IQAC.
धन्यवाद सर. मैं डॉक्टर विजय गोयल, कोऑर्डिनेटर IQAC मनोहर मेमोरियल PG कॉलेज फतेहाबाद, and also a member of organizing team for this seminar. Thanks to all of you, especially thanks to delegates, professors, and research scholars who participated and presented their views and research papers in this seminar. And I also thankful to the resource person joined us in the morning session, Dr. Vikram Singh, Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and Dr. Ritu Bajaj, ex-registrar, and Dr. Vishnu Bhagwan in the technical session 2, Department of Public Administration, CDLU Sirsa. And also thanks to Dr. Arti Gaud, Madam Professor, Business, Department of Business Administration, CDLU Sirsa, who spent a lot of time with us, and now he has not joined us in the valedictory session. And especially thanks to our principal sir, Dr. Gurchan Das, who motivated always us to arrange these type of programs. And also thanks to Dr. Vikesh Sethi, organizing secretary of this seminar, and his team, Dr. Anita Khalia, Professor Amandeep Singh, Aman Bishnoi, Manju Madam, Rajesh Phogat, and other staff member, Dr. Bhavya Mukhi Madam. And especially thanks to our respected senior Professor Dr. Mahesh Mehta ji and Pratibha Madam, who were the chairperson of the technical session 1 and 2. And also thanks to Himanshi Madam, Department of Physics, who was organizing, or say I am saying that anchoring this seminar. And also thanks to Director Higher Education for giving kind approval for the seminar. And lot of thanks to the listeners, students, as well as other staff members of this college. We heartily thankful to you. I am also thankful to all students of PG classes as well as computer science department to be with us, and thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Vijay Goyal, for your beautiful presentation of vote of thanks. And let me say that we were lucky to organize this online seminar as our students are busy taking their exams. So it was like killing two birds with one stone. And otherwise, sometimes it becomes difficult that students are writing their exams and our colleagues, they are performing examination duty. But we were there to play our parts. So thank you very much to one and all, to all the organizers, all the organizing team members, and all the delegates who were kind enough in becoming part and parcel of this seminar. As I have already said, all good things come to an end. And before I say goodbye to you. Thank you very much once again. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.